Terry Moran had an appropriate question for Donald Trump about the tariffs. Go.
People are worried, even some people who voted for you saying, I didn't sign up for this. So how do you answer those concerns?
Well, they did sign up for it, actually, and this is what I campaigned on. I said that we've been abused by other countries at levels that nobody's ever seen before. We were losing $3 to $5 billion a day on trade. We were losing $1.5 trillion to $2 trillion a year. Not sustainable. They were taking advantage of us like they've never. I could have left it that way, and at some point there would have been an implosion like nobody's ever seen. But I said, no, we have to fix it.
So your answer to the concern about the tariffs is everything's going to be hunky-dory?
Everything's going to be just fine. It wouldn't have been if I didn't do this. I had a choice. I could leave it, have a nice, easy time, but I think ultimately you would have had an implosion.
All right, now the president believes what he wants to believe, and he wants to believe it's all going to turn out fine. But the truth is nobody knows how it's going to turn out because you got China and a lot of other things that are intersecting. If I had to bet, I would bet on the side that Trump will be successful here, at least partially successful. Okay, but that's a risky bet. Nobody knows. The second one was about the immigration thing. Now, I'm going to break some news tonight for you right now. The reason that this guy, and I wish President Trump would say this, I wish I didn't have to, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, this is the guy in Maryland who was swept up in the ICE raid and deported to El Salvador, okay? And the Democratic Party and the media has made him into a martyr. He's a bad guy. We have documented that on this program. He's a bad guy. But the Supreme Court has ruled that the Trump administration should expedite his return to the USA because he was in the system. This guy applied for asylum under the insane Joe Biden rules where anybody could. All right. The reason that the Trump administration has not brought him back yet is because they're compiling evidence that Garcia is MS-13. If the Justice Department can prove that, that might turn the Supreme Court to another ruling because you'll remember that President Trump signed an executive order designating MS-13, a Venezuelan gang, and the drug cartels in Mexico as terrorist organizations. Therefore, the president has total control over what to do with any of them. He can kill them. He can order them killed. Now, it has not been established in a court that Garcia is MS-13. President Trump believes that he's got some tattoos on his fingers that say he is. The Justice Department is not using that tattoo thing in its petition against Garcia. That tells me they don't have it. The president wants to believe it again, that Garcia's got tattoos, say he's MS-13, but if the Justice Department had that, already would have been out. It is not out. That is extremely important for you to understand. The odds are that the tattoo thing is not going to be used in evidence against Garcia. That doesn't mean he's not MS-13. Remember, the Tennessee authorities caught him with undocumented aliens in a van, and they let him go. I don't believe it, but they did. And that's not just an accident. He's a human smuggler. He's involved in this. All right. So, of course, ABC, along with all the other networks and all the anti-Trump media, they have made Garcia into a semi-hero. Roll the tape.
Let me ask you about one man and one court order. Kilmar Abrego Garcia. He's the Salvadoran man who crossed into this country illegally, but who is under a protective order that he not be sent back to El Salvador. Your government sent him back to El Salvador and acknowledged in court that was a mistake. And now the Supreme Court has upheld an order that you must return him facilitate his return to the United States. What are you doing to comply?
Well, the lawyer that said it was a mistake was here a long time, was not appointed by us. Should not have said that. Should not have said that. And just so
Said it
you
in court.
understand,
Said it
the
in
person
court.
that you're talking about, you're making this person sound, this is a MS-13 gang member, a tough cookie, been in lots of skirmishes, beat the hell out of his wife, and the wife was petrified to even talk about him, okay?
But the court
But
has
he's
ordered
not.
you to facilitate that.
I'm not the one making this decision.
So that is the key. Trump says he's not making the decision, he's leaving it to his legal counsel, but he should have explained it the way I just did. If they can prove that Garcia's MS-13, he comes under the executive order of the terrorist group. And the Supreme Court would have to reverse its facilitate him back, or you would think they would. That's what's going on. But President Trump does not explain that. I don't know why. President Trump is trying to fix the economy, but some believe the damage is already done. As the dollar value drops, China's power and gold keep going up. I called American Hartford Gold to diversify with physical precious metals, and you might consider that as well. They will help you secure your savings with physical gold and silver delivered right to your door, or you can set up a tax advantage gold IRA. Plus, it's tax and penalty free to roll over your current 401k or IRA. With billions in precious metals delivered, thousands of five-star ratings, and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau, they are the only precious metals dealer I trust. So please call or text American Hartford Gold. Tell them O'Reilly sent you, and you might get $15,000 of free silver on a qualifying order. Call 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.